Hey Copic fans, welcome to Copic in the Craft Room. We're going to be looking at some hair color again today. We're tackling light brown hair. So the earth tones have a huge range, and I figure let's break those browns into two so we have a little bit more variation. We're going to tackle light browns today. Next month we'll hit dark browns. Grab an image if you want, or check out the one I'm using and come join me. Do some light brown hair today. I discovered this really fun little stamp. It is a dollhouse stamp. These are Little Darlings rubber stamps, littledarlingsrubberstamps.com. This one is called Wings. I'll try to remember to do this more often when I am recording videos for you guys. I'm going to create some light brown hair on her, different than obviously the artwork that they shared with the stamp itself. I'm keeping it really simple today. Especially with lighter hair colors, I tend to go with less number of colors. I'm going to use an E50, E33, and E35. And I'm just going to get right into it. For these coloring videos, I think it's been helpful to voice over and speed it up. So I will do the same thing on this one today. So we'll get started with that E50. Because I have a broader area to color first, I'm starting with the chisel nib and filling in with that E50. Turning my paper pretty frequently because there's a lot of different angles I'm trying to get at. I've switched to my brush nib to get into those little fringes, and now I'm switching over to that E33, and I'm working from her hairline. So I'm working down the front of those bangs and then from her part out, working up from those fringes at the bottom edge. And then I'm going in and right against her face and up against her neck, filling that area in darker. Even though this is a light hair color, I know I want those areas dark. Hitting the tips of her bangs and against the other side. E35 is next. I'm going back in those same areas, down the front of the bangs, flicking up a little bit, maybe one little flick with each of those little fringes, down from the side of her face and back by her neck. Still want that area darker. Then from her part line out in both directions. This last step is optional, and if you want to soften some of those flicks, I go back in with my E50, my lightest color, and just flick into both sides. A lot of times with lighter color hair, it's very quick and fast because we're using less colors in our series. The one thing for me that took more time was all these little fringe bangs, and so I slowed way down to get those, keep those under control. But that gives you at least a starter idea. Later this week, I will have a photo tutorial that includes a whole bunch of different color combinations. So if you don't have these particular markers in your set, there will be some additional options. And remember, there's no right or wrong. There's thousands of combinations out there. So find one that works for you. Find one that is a fit for what you have in your Copic bag. Have a happy, colorful week. Enjoy the rest of it.